Hello, hello. Happy Friday, everyone. Thank you for joining us today. My name is Diana Sanchez with Elite Realty, and welcome to our first YouTube live for 2026. Yay! Thank you so much for joining us. I hope that everyone had an amazing holiday, amazing Christmas, amazing New Year. And as you know, now the holidays are over. Everything is kind of getting back to normal. So I wanted to jump in here today and talk about a really important topic today for every homeowner. So if you're a homeowner or you recently purchased a house, you may have received a property tax statement. So if you checked in the mail, if you haven't checked your mail, I would suggest you check your mail. So you received a property tax statement. What does that mean? Maybe for some people caused a little bit of stress because you think it's a bill, it has the big numbers on there, and you're like, oh my god, what am I gonna do? Do I pay this? What do I do with this? So today I'm gonna go over the tax property bill, the tax property statements, so that you guys have an idea of what it is and what you need to do. Okay, so without further ado, we're gonna go ahead and get started. So first things first, it's not a bill. It's not a bill that you have to directly pay unless you've already paid off your house. But we're gonna go ahead and get started. So again, this is not a bill. This is just a document that the county sends you to basically let you know where your money goes, right? So your property taxes, the way that they're being dispersed like it's going to the schools, it's going to the city, it's going to the county. It's also letting you know the value of your home, and it's also letting you know how much property taxes you're going to be paying for the next year. So that document is basically letting you know, hey, this is the money that you're going to have to pay, and this is where the money is going. Okay? So there are two common scenarios. These are the most common scenarios that we're going to have. So if you're a homeowner and you are still paying your house, so you have a mortgage payment every month, so your property taxes are already included on your monthly payment. So you do not have to worry about that. That's why we say that it's not a bill that you have to pay, because you're already paying it throughout your mortgage payment. So let's look at it this way. Your mortgage company, your lender, has your escrow account. It's like a little savings account. So when you give your monthly payment, they do like an analysis, and they already kind of estimate how much your property taxes are going to be for that year. So then that take that money and they put it into the escrow account. So when that statement goes out to you, it also goes out to your lender, and your lender has already collected that money through your monthly payment. So they're the ones that are going to be sending that payment to them. So you don't have to send it because you've already been making that payment through your monthly payment. So unless you've already paid off your house, or unless you already paid off your house, then that is something that you will be responsible to send that payment to the county. But if you haven't paid your house, again, I would say 100%, almost 100% sure that your escrow account, your mortgage payment already includes that escrow account. But this is why you have to really check at that statement to make sure. And if you guys have any questions, if you are like, hey, I don't know, is it already been taken from a monthly payment, something doesn't seem right, you can always give me a call, send me a text message. I'll be more than happy to review that statement for you, so that way we make everything clear, right? So the other thing that it's a reminder, again, do not send the check to the county if you are still paying for your house. Don't panic. Don't think that, oh my god, this is a bill, now I gotta pay $5,000. No, again, it's already included on your payment. The lender takes care of it. And then now you're gonna say, okay, well, if you're telling me, Diana, not to worry about it, should I still open the statement? Yes. So there is a lot of information on there that you have to make sure is correct. So you're gonna open up the statement. The first thing that you're gonna do is you're gonna verify that the name and the address is correct, just to make sure that you're not receiving somebody else's statement, right? Or if you purchase a resale home, maybe the statement is gonna be under the previous owner's name. So we have to make sure that it's under your name. So you got to make sure that the name and address is correct. The other thing that you also have to make sure is that if you qualify for an exception, that they are applying that exception on there. So like if this is your primary residence, then your homestead exception should be applied on there. That can reduce the amount of property taxes that you owe, that you have to pay, so it can save you a little bit of money. If you are 65 or older, you can also receive a little bit of a discount, so your taxes are a little bit lower. There are other exceptions, like if you're a veteran, if you're disabled, or if you're a surviving spouse of a veteran, that could also help you. So those are some of the exemptions that you may qualify, that you have to make sure that there are listed on there. We do have an example showing, and if you look at it on there, it says homestead. So that homestead there is already saying that for that example, they're already giving you the credit that this is the primary residence. So that way you're already given that discount for the homestead. So it's very important that we check for those exceptions. For those exemptions, you may qualify for the homestead. Again, not everybody qualifies. There are some tricks to it. But again, we're here to help you. Also, if you call the Texas Appraisal District, they should be able to guide you and let you know if you do qualify for one or more exceptions. You usually just apply one time, and that will remain for the entirety of your loan. Or if you sell the property, then you can transfer the homestead if you move somewhere else and if it's your primary residence. But basically you only have to apply once. The other thing too that you have to check is that the value of your home. They're going to tell you, hey, we think that your home is worth this much. If you think that the value of what they're saying is way too much, remember that everybody has the right to protest their property taxes. And if you need help with that, you got to stay tuned, because here at Elite, we're going to be doing a tax protest event in May. Stay tuned for the exact date and the exact time, but it will be an event completely free for anyone that needs help protesting their taxes, because when you protest your taxes, there's a chance that if it does get approved, your payment, the amount that you have to pay is going to be lower. So you will be saving a little bit of money if it does get approved. So that is very important. That's why you do have to open up this document. So just a quick recap. Again, it's not a bill that you have to pay, that you have to send the money, unless you own your home, that you've already paid for it and you no longer have payments. Then that will be a payment that you do have to submit to the county appraisal. Most homeowners, again, if you have a mortgage, this is already being paid for on your monthly payment, so you don't need to worry about that. Remember, it's very important, and we do suggest that you protest your property taxes. It doesn't hurt to ask, right? Like you may want to make sure that if you do qualify for some type of exception or discount, that you are getting it. So we are here to help. If you guys have any questions, please let us know. And we will also be having an event, Mi Casa Propia, so stay tuned for that as well. 2026, we're going to be providing you guys with a lot of information, a lot of helpful information for the homeowners, for anybody basically that wants to buy, sell, invest. We're going to have tons of information, so please stay tuned. And thank you so much for joining us today, and have a great Friday.